What if the person you love most doesn't believe in your abilities, and every doubt feels like a closed door? Sometimes, proving your talent to the world is less about outsiders and more about turning a skeptic into your biggest supporter. What would you do if your biggest supporter became your biggest skeptic? The clock ticks softly in the hallway. I stand in the doorway, hesitating, holding tight to my old green notebook. The kitchen smells faintly of coffee and last night's leftovers. I clear my throat. Eric, can I talk to you for a second? Eric looks up from his stack of bills, pen tucked behind his ear. Sure, what's up? He sounds tired already, but I push through. I give him a quick smile, nerves bubbling under my skin. I want to enter this contest. It's national, songwriting, real prizes, maybe even a chance for my music to be heard. My voice trembles just a bit, but I hope he doesn't notice. He rubs his forehead, scanning a number on a spreadsheet. A contest? Isn't there a fee or something? How much will it cost? It's online this year. Just a small entry fee. I could use the tips from my extra shifts. I already have a song almost finished. He shrugs, not meeting my gaze. You've always liked music, Jen, but you know how these things go. Thousands of people enter. I'd hate to see you let down. I grip my notebook tighter. It'd mean a lot to try. I really think I can do something great. Eric leans back, exhaling slowly. I get it. But let's be practical, okay? We have bills, Maddie's school trip, my mom's birthday gifts. Maybe keep it as a hobby for now. I feel my hopes stumble, but I nod anyway. Okay, just think about it. He nods, already lost back in the numbers, and taps a button on his calculator. I drift into the living room, shoulders slumping. My guitar sits in the corner, worn from years, the wood smooth under my fingers. I tune it quietly, almost afraid he'll ask me to stop. But I need to play. Warm chords fill the empty space. They don't care if I win a contest or not. Maddie wanders in, dragging her stuffed fox behind her. She listens for a minute, then curls up beside me. I like sad songs best, Mom. They sound like stories. I run a hand through her hair. You like hearing my stories? She nods. You sing better than the lady on the radio. I smile for real. Thanks, Bug. Eric's voice floats in from the kitchen, phone pressed to his ear. No, I can't talk long. Still sorting out the mortgage. His tone is clipped, distant. I close my eyes, letting a line for a new song tumble through my thoughts. My heart aches, wishful and quiet. Just believe in me, please. I scribble in my notebook, erasing more than I write. My guitar pick is cool and smooth between my fingers. A piece of home since before marriage, before bills, before doubts. Later, after dishes and bedtime stories, I sit on the porch steps, soft night air around me. I try one more time. Eric, did you ever think I could actually win, even just once? He leans in the doorway, arms crossed. It's not about winning, Jen. I just don't want you to get discouraged if it doesn't work out. The world's rough out there. His words land heavy. I know, I whisper. He disappears back into the glow of the kitchen. Bills and calendars strewn across the table. I strum my guitar soft, plucking a sad melody. The porch is dark, except for the warm spot where I sit. My song floats into the quiet, the only thing in the world that really listens. I look inside. Eric's head is bent over receipts. My guitar rests safe in my arms, but something in me feels left outside in the cold. In that slice of night, even the crickets hush. For a second, I picture what it would be like to walk on stage, song in my heart, with Eric cheering from the crowd. Instead, it's just me, under the porch light, playing to the shadows. And my guitar, it's wood-worn and honest, is the only thing that never doubts me back. The hum of the house is low and even, like a secret. I sit on the edge of the spare room bed, phone propped up on a stack of books, my old guitar across my knees. I press the record. The world outside is asleep, but something inside me sparks awake. I whisper the opening line, letting the melody find me. Each strum is soft, each lyric shaky but real. My heart thuds with the fear that someone might hear, and a hope that someone actually would. After I'm finished, my hands trembling, I listen to the recording again. It's not perfect. There's a word out of place, a note half-stepped, but for the first time in weeks, it feels like breathing. The kitchen clock reads close to midnight when I tiptoe downstairs. Eric's still in the living room, laptop open, late-night news flickering across his glasses. I hesitate, then hold out my phone. "Would you listen to something?" I ask, voice barely above a whisper. He glances up, tired. "Is it new?" I nod and offer him my headphones, all my hope balled up in my palm. He listens. Maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute. He takes the headphones off and gives a polite smile. "Sounds nice. Kinda like what you've done before. Just don't get your hopes up. There's a lot of people out there doing the same thing." My chest tightens. It's more than just a song to me. He squeezes my hand, trying to be gentle. "It's great as a hobby, Jen, but don't make it everything. I don't want you to be hurt if nothing comes from it." I nod, but his words sink deeper than he probably means them to. "Okay, thanks." Eric turns back to his emails. I slip my phone in my pocket and move back down the hallway, quieter than before. The next afternoon, Karina meets me at the diner on Main, all bright smiles and fast questions. "You brought the new demo?" she asks. I shrug, shy. "It's rough." She grins. "Rough is good. Play it anyway." I press play, and we listen together over coffee and fries. When the song ends, Karina laughs and claps, loud enough for the waitress to look. "Jenna, that's your best one yet. You keep talking about quitting, but every single time, you get better." I breathe, really breathe. For the first time all day, Karina nudges me, eyes sparkling. "Remember our first open mic? Your hand shook the whole night, but your voice stopped the whole room. You belong on a stage, Jen." My cheeks flush. "I don't know. Eric keeps telling me to be careful, practical. Everyone and their neighbor writes songs online now." She frowns, gently. "That's true, but everyone does something. Doesn't mean you can't do it your own way. Don't shrink just because he doesn't get it. Some people need to see the fire before they believe it's real." I nod, soaking up her belief, like sunshine after so much rain. Later, at home, I settle on the porch step and look at my notebook. A few pages are filled with words, some lines hatched out, others circled a dozen times. It's messy, to be honest. I think about asking Eric to listen again, but he's already switching off the living room lights, barely glancing my way. The house feels bigger, emptier. I try to keep humming my tune, but the edges are softer, sadder now. A memory flickers. Me at 16, shaky on a high school auditorium stage. Mom beaming from the front row. "You light up that whole room, Jenna. Don't ever hide it." I hear it now, clear as if she's beside me. Back in the present, I close the notebook, pressing the cover down gently. The lyrics aren't finished. I am not finished. Eric walks past, turning off the last lamp. "Night," he says, voice distant. I whisper goodnight to the dark, holding on to the few parts of me that still believe. Have you ever tried to show your gift to someone close, only to feel let down? How did you keep believing in yourself? the quiet stretches, but somewhere, deep down, I know the song isn't over. The email lands in my inbox just after lunch. Submission received. National Songwriters Contest 2024. The words blink back at me, bright and proud. My fingers linger on the screen. I did it. I really submitted it. I sit back in my chair, heart racing, hands shaking. I snap a photo of the confirmation and send it to Karina with nothing but a fire emoji. 2 seconds later, she texts, "Yes, you did. Now go own it." For the first time in weeks, I let myself smile, like I mean it. That evening, I'm folding laundry on the couch when Eric walks in, phone in hand. "Hey," he says stiffly, "what's this about a contest?" My heart drops. "I sent in the demo, the one you listened to." He scrolls, frowning. "You paid an entry fee?" "It was only $25 from my freelance check, not from our joint." He cuts in. "Jenna, that wasn't the point." I put the laundry down, trying to stay calm. "Then, what is the point?" He tosses his phone on the coffee table, rubbing his temples. "The point is, I don't want to watch you crash into a wall. I've seen how crushed you get when things don't go your way." I sit up straighter. "So your answer is to stop me from trying?" "Number. My answer is to keep things grounded. You're a great nurse. You're a wonderful mom. But this?" He gestures toward the phone. "This is chasing something with a slim chance and a high cost." His words land hard. My voice goes quiet. "So, you really don't believe I can do it?" He sighs deeply, like the sound itself is heavier than the words. "I just don't want you set up for disappointment. That's all." I stare at him, every part of me twisting. What I need isn't protection, it's support. He's silent, cold. After a few seconds, he turns to head upstairs. I call gently, maybe even desperately, "Eric, please, say something kind, even if you don't mean it." But he just walks away. And with each step, it feels like another door closing. The house stays still for a while, air thick and heavy, and I sit alone. The sound of the dishwasher humming like a slow ticking clock. Upstairs, I hear feet shuffling. Maddie soon peeks around the corner, rubbing one eye. "Mom?" I open my arms, and she hurries into my lap. "Did Daddy get mad about your music?" I pause. "What makes you ask that?" She shrugs, head resting against my chest. "I heard him say it might not go your way, but I think your songs sound like stories with feelings. I like them." I hug her tighter, my throat tight. "Thank you, baby." Her voice goes smaller. "So, he doesn't like them?" What she means is deeper than the question. I feel that. "He just doesn't always understand music the way we do," I say softly. She nods, sleepy now. I kiss her forehead and carry her back upstairs. In my room, I quietly slide my lyrics sheet from my drawer, the same one he brushed off weeks ago. The corners are curled. The ink is smudged from where I rewrote one line at least 4 times. I glance toward the dark bedroom, then back down at the page, and I slip it gently under my pillow. A fragile promise to myself: don't give this up, even when no one's watching. I lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, Maddie's tiny question echoing in my ears. Not, "Why Dad doesn't support you?" but "Why doesn't he like your music?" My music is me, and right now, it feels like no part of me gets through to him anymore. Have you ever tried to share your gift with someone you love, only to get silence? Or worse, doubt. How did you keep believing anyway? Outside, the wind moves through the trees like a whisper. But inside my room, it's as quiet as ever. My hands are still, but my heart's beating loud. I close my eyes, and I ask quietly, let my voice matter, even if it's only to me. The coffee brews. The toast pops up. The house hums, the same tired rhythm every morning. Eric leaves early, without much more than a "see you later." I nod from the sink, hands still soaked in dishwater. That soft ache in my chest. I don't say it out loud anymore. We don't fight much now. We don't talk, either. Days pass like a loop. School drop-offs, nurse shifts, dinner, dishes, bed. I pour myself into melodies after Maddie's asleep, recording verses that no one hears but me and him. Sometimes I sing quietly near the living room while he watches TV. Not loud enough to interrupt, just loud enough to say I'm still here. He never responds. One afternoon, I find something taped to the edge of my bedroom mirror. Crooked, messy, bright pink, with glitter everywhere. It says, "Best Singer, Love Maddie." The scrawled letters are barely in the lines, but it's the most meaningful thing I've seen in days. I don't move it. I don't clean around it. I let it sit there, messy, imperfect. Like my dream, like this house. That weekend, Andrea knocks and steps inside without waiting, her purse slung over one shoulder. "Hey, trouble," she teases Eric, pulling him into a quick hug before turning to me. "Something smells good in here. Better be cookies." I laugh. "Banana muffins. Close enough." She settles in with her tea, eyes sharp. She always sees things, even when you don't say them. After lunch, she pulls Eric aside while I'm cleaning up. Their voices drift just loud enough. "You okay?" she asks him. "Yeah, we're fine," he mutters. She hums. "You're not. I know it. You've shut down again, and Jenna's drifting. It's just complicated," he says. "What's complicated, Eric? That your wife still dreams out loud? Or that you forgot how to listen?" Silence. "You used to love her singing," Andrea adds. "You bragged about her. Remember that cafe on 12th Street? You showed me a clip once and said, 'She's gonna blow people away one day.'" Eric chuckles under his breath. "Yeah, I forgot about that. She's still that girl," Andrea says. "You just stopped looking." Their talk fades into the background, but those words hang heavy in the air long after she's gone. Later that night, Eric and I load the dishwasher in silence, bumping elbows without meaning to. He watches me dry my hands, then opens his mouth, but no sound comes. He turns and walks out instead. It feels like trying to hug someone through glass. Upstairs, Maddie's curled into bed, drawing with a flashlight under the covers. She grins and shows me 3 stick figures. Me with a mic, her with pom-poms, and Eric holding a big camera. "I made Daddy cheer too," she says brightly, "so you don't feel alone." I kiss her forehead, heart broken and grateful. After she sleeps, I sit on the edge of the bed alone. Eric's still downstairs. The Best Singer badge shines under the lamp like a tiny, defiant flame. My phone buzzes. Contest update. Top 50 finalists announced now. My thumb hovers over the notification. I can't click. Not yet. Not when I'm not sure who I can share it with. If your partner doubted you, would you still chase your dream? Or would you give it up to keep the peace in your home? I set the phone face down on the dresser and take one more look at Maddie's gift and wonder if her belief in me will ever be enough to quiet the silence sitting between me and Eric. The hallway feels colder tonight, but in my chest, a melody still hums, unfinished, unfolding. The screen glows in my hand. My finger trembles as I open the message. "Congratulations, Jenna Hawthorne. You're a finalist." For a second, I don't move. Then I whisper, "I made it. I really made it." I walk into the living room, holding my phone like proof. Eric's on the couch, flipping through channels. "I got the email," I say. My voice is shaky but bright. "I'm one of the finalists." He looks up, nods once. "That's good. Just don't get carried away. It's only one step, right? I blink, the pride inside me folding in on itself. Yeah, I fake a smile. Right. He changes the channel. Back in the bedroom, I sit on the edge of the bed, phone still in my hand. I open my folder of lyrics, look at them all, crumpled papers, half melodies, snippets of heart. I gather them into a pile, pick up my guitar bag. For a moment, I wonder what it would feel like to pack them away for good. Part of me wants to. I call Karina instead. I don't think I can do this, I whisper when she answers. What happened? He didn't even flinch, I say. I told him I made finals, and he gave me a speech about staying grounded. On the other end, she's quite a beat. Okay, she says, but you still made it. I don't think he believes I belong there. Karina sighs. Then prove to yourself that you do. You don't need his applause to sing, Jen. You just need your own breath. That's always been enough. I'm quiet. You've come too far to ghost your own dream, she says calmly. Do not let his fear silence your voice. After we hang up, I lean against the headboard, staring up at the ceiling, trying not to cry. A little tap on the door breaks the stillness. It creaks open, and Maddie peers in, whispering, "Can I hear your new song?" I wave her over, wiping my cheeks as she climbs beside me. You sure you're not bored of Mom's music? Her eyes go big. Never. I grab my guitar, fingers shaky, but sure. I sing the first verse, soft and honest, the one about not being seen, the one I wrote the night Eric walked out of the room again. When I finish, Maddie claps both hands like a seal, beaming. That's my favorite one. Mommy, you should sing that in the big contest. I laugh. You think so? She nods hard, then points. Oh, you should wear my badge, the best singer one. I pause. It's still in the mirror. Later, after she's asleep, I go pick it up and quietly pin it onto my guitar strap. It's crooked and a little bent. Glitter flakes off when I move. But to me, it's everything. It means someone sees me. That night, as I'm folding laundry, my phone buzzes again. A message from the contest team. We'd like to invite you to perform live at the finals. My heart thundered in my chest. I stare at the screen, then at my half-folded clothes, then the badge shining faintly by the lamp. So here it is, the chance. And now, I have to decide. Do I walk toward the stage or stay hidden behind someone else's doubt? The lights backstage are too bright. My hands shake as I open my guitar case, fingers brushing the edge of the badge Maddie made. Best Singer is still proudly pinned to the strap. I almost laugh. It's crooked, stiff from glue, but somehow steadier than I feel right now. Karina leans in, whispering, "Breathe. You've already won just by standing here." I nod, swallowed in nerves. I invited them, but I don't think Eric's coming. She squeezes my arm. That's not what matters right now. You're not doing this for him. You're doing it for you. The MC's voice booms from the front of the stage. Next up, Jenna Hawthorne, performing an original piece titled Still Here. Applause trickles in. I step into the light. From behind the curtain, the crowd looks bigger than I imagined. My eyes dart instinctively toward the front row, and there they are. Maddie, in her glittery hair bow, bouncing in her seat. Andrea, arms folded, grinning like she already knows I'll knock it out of the park. But no sign of Eric. The mic waits. I grip the guitar and step into place. I can't feel my feet. Then, first note. My fingers know it. My mouth follows. The words spill slowly. It's a song about not being heard, about showing up anyway, about loving someone who doubts you, about staying when your voice shakes. The room is quiet, not heavy. listening, really listening. Midway through, something rises in me, like emotion too big to hold in. And just for a moment, I picture her, my mom, in the center seat, her hands clasped. Her face is soft and proud. That looks like, "You're doing everything right, baby." I blink hard. Keep going. The final chorus is layered with every fight. Every night I almost gave up. Every time I sang to a quiet room while Eric stared at a screen. But not tonight, because tonight, they hear me. Would you take a risk on stage, even knowing your biggest critic might be watching? Why or why not? I hit the last note and let it ring. Just one soft hum remaining. Then, nothing. For a heartbeat, no one moves. Then the applause hits fast and full, like thunder rolling through a quiet valley. I exhale, finally. In the back, near the doorway, someone stands. It's him, Eric. He's not clapping. Not yet. He just stands there, frozen. But his eyes shine like glass, wide and stunned. He sees it, now. He hears it now. We lock eyes for a single second, and in that blink of time, he knows that song was always for me. But now, some part of him carries it too. I close my guitar case slow, my breath steadying. For once, I don't need him to say anything. The music already did. The radio crackles in the kitchen. Maddie's pouring cereal, still in her pajamas, while I pretend not to be watching the clock. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the winner of the 2024 National Songwriters Contest. My pulse skips. Jenna Hawthorne, for her original piece, Still Here, a beautiful, powerful performance that stole the spotlight. Maddie shrieks, "Mom, you won!" I cover my mouth, stunned. Oh my gosh, I did. The phone buzzes nonstop. Notifications, texts, tags. Friends I haven't heard from in years are sharing the video. Karina sends 30 crying emojis. Andrea calls, already screaming through the phone. I laugh through tears. Hours pass. The house bustles with noise and excitement. Until the front door opens. Eric walks in, holding a small bouquet. Sunflowers and wildflowers, my favorites. He stands in the kitchen awkwardly, like he doesn't quite know what to say. "Hey," he starts softly, stepping forward. "Hey," I reply, voice still full of disbelief. He rubs the back of his neck. I heard. It was all over my feed. I watched the whole thing. I wait. It was incredible. His voice cracks, just a little. "You were incredible." I nod slowly. "Thank you." He sets the bouquet down. A beat of silence, then, "Jen, I need to say I'm sorry. Really sorry." I fold my arms, not angry now, just tired. "I thought I was protecting you by keeping you grounded," he continues. "But I was wrong. You didn't need protection. You needed someone to stand beside you." I watch him closely. I didn't believe in it. And it wasn't about you. It was about my own fear, of being wrong, of standing still while you flew. He looks down. "But you flew anyway." For the first time in a long time, his voice sounds small. I reach for his hand. "Eric, I appreciate this, but I need more than flowers. I need you to stop pulling away when I reach for something." He nods, eyes wet. "I will. I promise." In the living room, Maddie peeks around the corner, waiting like she's been holding her breath. I glance at her. "Hey baby, guess what? Dad said Mom's music is incredible." She gasps, runs in, and throws her arms around us like she's holding everything together, all on her own. Eric pulls her close, kissing the top of her head. We all just stay like that for a little while. That night, after Maddie sleeps, Eric disappears for a minute. He returns with my performance award and Maddie's glittery badge. Without saying a word, he hangs both above the fireplace, a place where everyone can see. No more hiding, no more just surviving. This is who we are. Now, the next morning, a new email waits. An invite to perform at a charity event in town. A small gig, but a big step. I look at Eric. Without even asking, he grins. Say yes. I'll save a whole row. This time, I believe him. The lights shine warm in the old community hall, casting gold over the crowd, packed into rows of fold-out chairs. I stand on stage, guitar ready. The pick in my hand, marked with one word, believe. My fingers tremble, not with fear, but something softer, steadier. The same kind of hope I had as a girl, sitting on those steps, singing to the trees. I look out. In the front row, Eric squeezes Maddie's hand, both of them beaming. Karina lifts her phone to record, mouthing, "You got this." Beside her, Andrea keeps dabbing her eyes, already moved before the first note. I take a breath, close my eyes, and the hall falls quiet. One slow chord, then another. Each lyric is a piece of this story, about dreams, doubt, and belonging to yourself, even when no one else sees it yet. My voice was always small, I sing, but it kept on rising. Every no made it stronger. Every silence made me sing louder. My family, my fire, sometimes near, sometimes far. Now we sing together, mending what was torn. Eric smiles gently. Maddie sways and mouths each word, her hand gripping his. The whole room is silent, save for the gentle tap of my heel on the wooden floor, keeping time, holding steady. Halfway through, I glance down at my guitar. The pick gleams as my thumb rubs the letters smooth. I think about every night I almost set it down. Every day Eric doubted. Every morning I thought, maybe I can't. But tonight, my voice rings clear, nervous, but true. As the last chorus soars, something magical happens. Eric and Maddie join in, softly at first, echoing the words. Karina lowers her phone, watching with both hands over her heart. Andrea's tears flow, but now she's smiling too. I hold the final note a little longer, letting it fill the hall. The applause is instant and full. Clapping, whoops, even a few cheers from the back. Maddie darts out of her seat, racing onto the stage and wrapping her arms around my waist. Laughter tumbling out between us. Eric joins, slower but steady, gathering us together in a tight hug under the spotlight. The crowd keeps clapping, people on their feet. I lean into the mic for a last word, voice warm but raw. There were days I almost gave up. At night, I wondered if my gifts were only for empty rooms and quiet notebooks. But tonight, I get to tell every person who ever felt overlooked, you matter. Even when it's just you and your own echo. Keep going. Sometimes the world takes a while to listen, but that doesn't mean what's inside you isn't real. I catch Maddie's eyes, both of us smiling wide. And sometimes, the people you love most will become your loudest cheerleaders. Once you show them, there's a reason to believe. I glance at my guitar, worn, loved, and shining under the lights. What's your talent? And who finally made you believe in it? Or did you have to believe alone for a while? Share your journey below. We'd love to hear how you found your voice. The music fades, but the feeling stays. As the stage lights dim and Maddie hugs me even tighter, I know this night isn't just about winning or singing. It's about passing the hope forward, showing every person in this hall and anyone watching that their dreams are worth the risk. Because when one voice rises, it makes room for others. So if you're out there, feeling unnoticed or unsure, I hope you'll pick up your believe and try again. Let's keep singing, keep hoping, and keep proving to ourselves and to the ones we love that sometimes a dream only needs one person brave enough to say, I'm still here, If this story made you feel seen, even just a little, take a moment to reflect on the voice inside you, the one that's been quiet for too long. Have you ever had a gift, a dream, or a talent that someone didn't believe in? Did you prove them wrong? Or are you still on that journey? Share your story in the comments. It might just inspire the next person to keep going. And if you believe in the power of second chances, small voices, and the courage to keep creating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life stories that remind us all, you don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need to believe enough to begin.